As this video reaches the internet, we are mere days away from more brand new Doctor Who. The critics have spoken after seeing early screenings of the season opener, The Robot Revolution. Suffice to say, it looks like a mixed bag. As ever though, I take things with a pinch of salt and don't judge a book by its cover, because that would be very, very silly. Before we delve deep into what some critics thought, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button, post a kind comment, share the video, and follow me on Blue Sky. Link in the description. Starting off with the Radio Times, who have had a long association with Doctor Who, they described the opener as quote-unquote shaky start, but Varajasetu shines. A fun concept which could have been executed better. You know, isn't that like the case for a lot of other Doctor Who episodes? I'm going to post a link in the description if you want to read further into these reviews. I'd say that Radio Times gave a fair and honest review without giving away spoilers before broadcast, because, again, that would be very silly. I'll be honest though, it doesn't really fill me with excitement to see this episode. I don't think it's the reviewer's fault, it may be the episode's. Time will tell, I guess. Before reading any of this though, my stance has always been that episode 1 doesn't tend to be the most important in a series of Doctor Who, unless you are introducing a new Doctor perhaps. It's different here though, because we already know Ncuti's Doctor. I don't expect this to blow me away like Rose or The 11th Hour did. I mean, the title is kind of underwhelming, not gonna lie. It's no robot starring Tom Baker. All I want is to just have fun. We'll get introduced to Belinda, silly robots, and a new story arc. That's all I expect. Nothing will get answered here. All eyes are on the series finale, The Reality War, to see if this season improves on the last. The next review I didn't really read fully because it's behind a stupid paywall.
Brilliant fucking scam this.
A great intro for the new companion, but with a preachy subtext. The stuff about the preachy subtext sounds toxic. But as I said, I can't judge this fully as I've not read the article. If we took the 3 out of 5 at face value, it suggests that this opener will be just run-of-the-mill stuff. Lots of running around, usual companion introductions, and a fun premise, which is by no means a game-changing episode. Whether that becomes a reality, we will see. Variety's news article looks like it has a glowing review, stating that it is a strong start despite speculation about show's future. The latter half of the headline referencing news stories regarding Disney's involvement past season 2, Ncути apparently leaving, and RTD wanting to pass over the showrunner role to someone new, or Moff 2, is quite something. But this review itself is a positive one. It goes into detail about how Ncuti's first season went, detailing viewing figures and the iPlayer releases at midnight, which was controversial to some, and it does reference the anticlimactic end to Ruby's story arc. Admittedly though, this did entice me with the promise of some twists in this opener, which apparently stick to the landing, and there's a shocking final few minutes. Whether this connects to Mrs. Flood, goodness knows, but we know that she's in this, and apparently she is in every episode of season 2. Me and the reviewer are on the same page when it comes to my hope that season 2 does stick the landing and improves fundamentally on what season 1 did right and wrong. Unfortunately, when I scroll through YouTube, as ever there are negative reactionaries. I'm not going to waffle on for too long about this, as I've already done videos about numerous issues. The series main leads did a great interview when they were asked about the show becoming too woke, because they are the first non-white TARDIS team ever, and their response was brilliant. Why that has to be a big deal in 2025 just shows how wrong society is at the moment. Doctor Who is as progressive as ever with its cast and its themes, but some refuse to play ball. Time and time again, Doctor Who is scrutinised for being progressive, with people wishing it went back to the old days.
What a predictable response.
If you want to go back to the old days, then just fucking watch Classic Who. I can't predict how season 2 will turn out quality wise. For some, it is already a failure because it does not fit their own vision of what Doctor Who should be. But then, if the show reverted back to its old ways, it would be criticised for being too reliant on nostalgia or being too safe. In an age where we live in a world with an annoying orange fuckwit in power, again, controversy always gets the attention. No matter how good the silly sci-fi show can be, some will not accept it for being a show about embracing change more than ever. For them, Doctor Who is destined for failure. For me though, no matter what the state it is in, I will always love Doctor Who. I for one say, bring on the season 2 opener. I can't wait to see Planet of Giants.